Hello children, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I will teach arithmetic progression chapter number 10 of class 10. Okay, I am writing some numbers. Three, 7, 11, 15, 19. After this, which number will come? If you see this arrangement of numbers, I am increasing by 4. Okay, 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 4, 11, 11 plus 4, 15, 15 plus 4, 19. That means we are increasing by 4 constantly. So after this, definitely we will get 23. Okay. 123. This is the last number. Next, 10, 8, 6, 4. After this, what will come? Obviously 2, because we are decreasing by 2. You can see 2, 0. Okay. After this, which number will come? 9, 9, 9, 9. Means I am keeping it constant. So 9 will come. After this, which number will come? 1, 4, 9, 16, 20. Try to understand the rule in which I am writing the numbers. Okay. This is 1 square, this is 2 square, this is 3 square, 4 square, 5 square. So after this, definitely 6 square will come. That means 36. After that, 7 square, which is 49. Suppose. Okay. Try to understand the rule in which I have written these numbers. 2, 6, 18, 54. 2 into 3 is 6. 6 into 3 is 18. Okay. 18 3s are 54. So into 3. I am multiplying by 3. Okay. So 54 into 3 will be 162. Okay. Then 162 into 3 will be 486. It will continue. Okay. Hundred, then 10, then 1, then 0.1. So what I have done here? By 10 I have done. Divided by 10. 100 by 10 gives me 10. 10 by 10 gives me 1. 1 by 10 gives me 0.1. 0.1 again by 10. That will give me 0.01. Then again by 10, 0.001. In this way it will continue. Suppose 0.000001. Okay. Next, 1, 2, 'What I have done here, try to understand. 1 plus 1 gives me 2. 1 plus 2 gives me 3. 2 plus 3 gives me 5. 3 plus 5 gives me 8. 5 plus 8 gives me 13. That means I am adding the previous two numbers. Okay. So the next number will be 8 plus 13, which is 21. The next number will be 13 plus 21, which is 34. In this way it will continue. Okay. So as you can see, I have given some examples. Okay, wait, I am giving one more example. 17, 2, minus 5, 10, 11. After this, which number will come? Try to understand the rule. If I have followed any rule, 17 then 2. So decrease by 15. Then minus 5. So again decrease by 7. Okay, first decrease by 15, then decrease by 7. Then 10 means increase by 15. Then increase by 1. So there is no rule in which I have written the numbers. Randomly I have written the numbers. In this arrangement, from here to here, okay, I have written the numbers following a definite rule. But for this one, I have not followed any rule. So even I don't know what I am going to write here. Okay, I can write any number here. This is not an arrangement of numbers which follows any specific rule. Okay, now see this arrangement from here to here. Okay, I have written the numbers following a certain rule. For that reason, we say that these are called sequences. Okay, sequence. Or series. So remember, sequence or series is the arrangement of numbers in a definite order following a certain rule. As this one plus 4 plus 4, okay, this one minus 2 minus 2, this one plus 0 plus 0, this one square of the natural numbers, this one into 3 multiply by 3, this one by 10, okay, this one add the previous two numbers, this one no rule. Okay, so this is not a sequence. This is not a sequence. From here to here, these are sequences or series. Okay, next, after sequence we will go to arithmetic progression. Okay, what is an arithmetic progression? An arithmetic progression is a special type of sequence. Okay, you have understood sequence from here to here. Okay, an arithmetic progression is a special type of sequence or series in which the difference between any two consecutive terms, is a constant. For example, see this sequence. All sequences are not AP. Okay, all sequences are not AP. I will not say arithmetic progression. Okay, I will say AP. AP means arithmetic progression, short form. See this sequence. The difference is 4. Okay, plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. So this is an arithmetic progression, AP. It is a sequence. It is a special type of sequence in which the difference between any two consecutive terms, any two, okay, is 4. So this is an AP. Now see this one. Minus 2, minus 2, minus 2, minus 2, minus, continue. Okay, this is also an AP. This is also an AP. Okay, now see this one. Plus 0, plus 0, plus 0, plus 0, or minus 0, minus 0. So this is also an AP. Now see this one. This is a sequence. Okay, here I have written the numbers following a certain rule. This is definitely a sequence, but it is not an AP. How it is not an AP? Because see, the difference is not a constant. Difference between 1 and 4 is 3. Difference between 4 and 9 is 5. Not same. Difference between 9 and 16 is 17. Not same. Difference between 16 and 25 is 9. It is changing. The difference is changing. It is not a constant. So although it is a sequence, it is not an AP. Okay? It is not an AP. Now see this one. Difference is 4. Okay? 6 minus 2 is 4. Difference is 12. Not 4. Not same. So this is also not an AP. It is a sequence. I have written these numbers following a certain rule. Multiply by 3. Okay? But it is not an AP. It is a sequence but not an AP. See this one. This is also a sequence because I have written these numbers following a certain rule. Divide by 10. Okay, by 10, by 10, by 10. Okay. But see the difference, it is not constant. Here the difference is 100 minus 10, that is 90. Here the difference is 9. Here the difference is 0.9. It is changing. So it is a sequence, but it is not an AP. Okay. Now see this one. This is also a sequence because I have written this following a certain rule, but it is not an AP because the difference is not a constant. The difference between 1 and 1 is 0. The difference between 1 and 2 is 1. The difference between 2 and 3 is 1. 0, 1, 1. The difference between 3 and 5 is 2. It is changing. So although it is a sequence, okay, although it is a sequence, but it is not an AP. Okay, and this one is not a sequence. Okay, so I am erasing this one. So out of all these sequences, okay, only these three are AP. Remaining are simply sequences, but they are not AP. So I am erasing because we are in arithmetic progression. Okay, so I hope you have understood what is an AP. An AP or arithmetic progression is a special type of sequence in which the difference between any two consecutive terms is a constant. Okay, if you go on adding the difference, you will get the subsequent terms. Okay, see, here the difference is 4. 3 plus 4 gives you 7. 7 plus 4 gives you 11. 11 plus 4 gives you 15. 15 plus 4 gives you 19. In this way, if you add the common difference to any term, you will get the next term. Here 10 plus minus, here the difference is minus 2. Okay, right minus left always. Difference is minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. 10 plus minus 2 gives you 8. 8 plus minus 2 gives you 6. 6 plus minus 2 gives you 4. That means in an AP, the difference is very important. The gap is very important. If you go on adding the difference to any term, you will get the subsequent terms. Okay. So this is an AP. And these numbers are called terms of the AP. Okay. Terms of AP. Okay. Now let us move to general form of an AP. Okay. General form of an AP. In every AP, okay, in every AP, there is a first term. See, in this AP, the first term is 3. In this AP, the first term is 10. In this AP, the first term is 9. Okay. The first term is represented using the small letter A. Okay. In some books, small t is given, but I prefer to use small a. Okay. Then see this 3 AP. Okay. In this 3 AP, there is no last term for this AP. Means it is an infinite AP. It goes on continuing. Okay. I cannot find the last term. This AP also there is no last term. But see this AP, there is a last term 123. Means it is a finite AP. Okay. This is a finite AP. And these two are infinite AP. Okay. So this is finite, this is infinite. Because we cannot find the last term. Okay. Now if an AP is finite, we will have a last term. Okay. That last term is represented using the small letter L. Okay. First term small a, last term small a. Then any term, suppose nth term. N stands for any natural number. Okay. Suppose 5th term, 7th term, 11th term, 2nd term, 4th term, etc. Okay. Nth term is represented as an. Okay, a subscript small n, an. For example, a5 means fifth term, a10 means 10th term, a16 means 16th term, in this way. Okay, then in an AP in this chapter, the most important part is difference, which is called common difference. Okay, here the difference was 4, here the difference was -2, here the difference is 0. This common difference is represented using the small letter d. It is very important. Okay, and this d can be positive, can be negative, can be 0. See, in this case it is positive, +4. Always right minus left. Okay, how to find common difference? Always right term minus left term. Okay, so if you find the common difference for this AP, right minus left gives you 4, so positive. Okay, so d can be positive. For this AP, right minus left. Okay, let us find the common difference. 8 minus 10 or 2 minus 4, any, the difference between any two terms, consecutive terms. Okay, it is -2, means it can be negative. Okay, the common difference can be negative also. Now see this AP, 9 minus 9 0, 9 minus 9 0, so the common difference can be 0 also. So remember this is very important. Okay, first term of an AP is represented using the small letter a, last term is represented if there is last term. If there is no last term, then no problem. If it is a finite AP, then it will have a last term, and that is represented using the small letter L. Okay, then nth term means any term is represented by an. For example, a5, a10, a16, etc. The most important part is common difference, represented using the small letter d. It can be positive, it can be negative, it can be 0. Okay, how to find common difference? Always right term minus left term. Clear? Suppose there is an AP, the terms are A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. Okay, nth term also there. L, last term I am taking. Okay, n can be any number. Okay, I am taking last term. It is a finite AP. Okay, I have taken a finite AP. The terms are A1, A2, A3, A4 in this way till L. Okay. Now A1 is equal to A. If you just before this, okay, I told that the first term is represented using the small letter a, so A1 is A. Okay. Now D is equal to, common difference is equal to A2 minus A1. Okay, right minus left, or A3 minus A2, always right minus left, or A4 minus A3, or A5 minus A4. It will continue. Okay, the difference between any two consecutive terms is called common difference, and it is a constant. Okay, so If A2 minus A1 is D, then what will be A2? Obviously A1 plus D. Okay, A2 minus A1 is D, and simply A2 will be A1 plus D. A1 plus D. See, in this case, the common difference was 4. Okay, how to get 7? 3 plus 4. 3 plus 4 means A1 plus D. Okay, A2 is equal to, second term is equal to first term plus common difference. A2 is equal to A1 plus D. A2 is equal to A1 plus D. Okay, which is equal to A plus D, because what is A1? A. Okay, now let us move to A3. A3 minus A2 is D. Okay, A3 minus A2 is D. So definitely A3 should be A2 plus D. Okay, A3 should be A2 plus D. For example, see, this is the third term. This is A2, this is A3. Okay, how to get 11? 7 plus 4 means A2 plus D gives you A3. A2 plus D gives you A3. Okay, so this is equal to, what is A2? What is A2? A plus D. So A plus D plus D. A2 is A plus D. So in place of A2 I put A plus D. Okay, then D, which is equal to A plus 2D. Okay, now let us find A4. Okay, the rule is you can get any term by adding the common difference to the previous term. So how to get A4? A3 plus D. Okay, what is A3? A plus 2D. So A plus 2D, A3 is over, plus D, which is equal to A plus 3D. Okay, similarly A5 is equal to, how to get A5? From A4. A4 plus D. Okay, A4 plus D gives you A5. What is A4? A plus 3D. Then D, which is A plus 4D. Now try to understand the relation. Okay, A2 is equal to A plus D. A plus D means A plus 1D. A3 is equal to A plus 2D. 1 plus 3, 2. 2, 1. A4 is equal to A plus 3D. 4, 3. 1 less. A5 is equal to A plus 4D means 1 less. So, can I say A11 is equal to A plus 10D? It should be. See the relation. 5, 4. 4, 3. 3, 2. 2, 1. 1, 0. Okay. So A11 should be A plus 10D. A17 should be A plus 16D. Okay. So we get a relation here. An means nth term is equal to A plus n minus 1. 1 less D. This is important. Okay. So nth term of an AP is A plus n minus 1D. What is A? The first term. What is D? The common difference, which is constant always. What is n? The number of terms. Okay. The formula for L is also same, because it is also a term. L is also some term. It is some nth term. Okay. So the formula will be same. L will be A plus n minus 1 D. Okay. So remember these two formulas. An is equal to A plus n minus 1D. L is equal to A. You